Hi guys, it's Grace from Grace Gets Gastric. Today is Tuesday, September 18th, and I'm here for my week 37 post-op VSG update. To start with stats, again, my name is Grace. I am 5'8", 27 years old, and on January 2nd, 2018, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or VSG weight loss surgery. My highest weight ever recorded was 354 pounds in May of 2017. I was required by my insurance to do a 6-month medically supervised weight loss diet, and over the course of that 6 months, I lost 35 pounds, so my starting weight day of surgery was 319 pounds. Last week, I came at you with a weight of 219.9 pounds, and this morning, I weighed in at 218 pounds. So, that is a weekly loss of 1.9 pounds, a loss since surgery of 101 pounds, and a loss since my highest weight of 136 pounds. So if you didn't catch that, this means I have officially hit my next milestone, which was to be at 219 pounds, which is 100 pounds down since surgery. I am so pleased. I actually hit that milestone, I think I hit it the day after my last weekly update, and then I waited another day just to confirm that it wasn't a false low. But it wasn't. So I'm 100 pounds down in about 8.5 months. 8.5 months. That's just so crazy to me. It's amazing. So I'm really excited about that. I think for my reward, I mentioned this before, I think I'm going to do a facial. My skin has not been great. I think just the hormones from the weight loss. I've never had amazing skin. I've always been kind of prone to breakouts, and with the seasons changing, it's just going to get worse. So I think a facial is just what the doctor ordered. So I think I'm going to try to schedule that today. Not for today, but I'll schedule it. So yes, doing great. I actually was lower than this for the past like 4 days. And then I just jumped up like point something pounds today, which was a little bit strange because actually the past two days I have been eating under my calorie goal comfortably. And normally it's like I want to eat more mentally at my calorie goal. Physically I'm fine, but mentally I'm still very hungry. But the past 2 days that has not been the case, which is unusual for me, as I mentioned. So strange that I've been perfect basically. Higher protein, low carbs, under my calorie goal, but no big deal. It happens. I'm probably near my period. I need to check. But I'm still 100 pounds down since surgery, so I meant to check before I filmed this video what my next milestone is. I can't actually remember what my next one is. I think it's 199, which 19 pounds away. Or I guess, yeah. Anyways, so yes, I was also a little bit worried about it because Friday was a kind of, I got a little bingey and did not make the best food choices. So, it wasn't crazy out of control. I bought those damn French fried onions. I've mentioned this on here before. Those are a trigger for me. 9 times out of 10, like I just can't buy them. Unless I have a very specific recipe, because if I have a specific recipe I'm planning to use them for, I won't eat them because I'm depriving myself of them in a recipe, but I can't just have them just in case. And I know this, and I got them, and I ate like almost the entire thing in a day, which is not good. Especially because like you get full and kind of sick off of them, and then I don't eat my protein. So it's like, I was definitely over my calorie goal, but not by a ton because I just didn't eat my planned meals that were like good for me and balanced nutrition. I'm trying to figure all that out. Like I said, I'm mostly good, but I've mentioned before, Fridays are hard and they're still hard, but I'm doing what I can. It is mid-September, and this week in particular, it's like the cold has started to come in. Summer is over, and summer is over in a couple of days officially, but it's definitely over here. Like this morning I went to the gym I wear tank tops at the gym. The past like 4 months I've just walked out of the house in them. Did that this morning, almost died. It was so cold. I was like, this was a huge mistake. So it's very cold. Last night I was wearing like sweatpants, like a t-shirt in my bed, and I had socks on. I was freezing. I couldn't fall asleep. And I have always been someone who prefers the room to be a little bit cold to go to bed. I can't sleep if it's too hot. And yeah, it was really cold. I don't have my down duvet on right now. I sleep with a summer comforter, so I'm planning to switch that out this weekend to my down one. I might need to become one of those people that has like multiple sheets on their bed. But really, part of the annoying thing is with the colder weather, I need new clothes. So it's gotten to the point where I've lost 100 pounds since surgery, 136 pounds since my highest weight, and my pre-op clothes are no longer really fitting. Some of them I can kind of make work with creative uses of belts, which I made a post about that today on my Instagram, which is my name's above, link below if you want to check it out. But some of them, it's like nothing will save them. I'm swimming in them. My pants are absolutely not serviceable. And so I need to figure out what I'm going to do, basically, because I'm running out of clothing, and a lot of the clothing I had is summer clothing, and I'm kind of starting to phase out or drop out of the point where my sister's clothes fit me well. Like, her clothes have been fitting, like, she's been giving me a lot of her older stuff or loaning me stuff since practically surgery. And that worked really great for the summer. Like, I had a ton of stuff for the summer. And I'm going to try to raid her closet for the winter as well. But she lived in Australia for the past 5 years, and where she was living, they don't really have winter. So she doesn't even have a lot of winter clothes anyways. That was a problem for her last year when she moved here. And I think her stuff is going to also be a little bit big, but not as big as my old stuff. So it's something. But like, winter stuff is expensive, and I'm cheap, and I don't want to buy things because this is not my final weight. So I've got to figure, I'm getting to a point where I'm going to need it. Like, I need a winter coat. My sister gave me a coat actually that might kind of work. I just don't know if it's going to be warm enough for me, quite frankly. So yeah, I'm pissy about having to get clothes, and like, I'm the lovely and beautiful Rachel from On My Way Down, I mentioned this before, sent me an outfit, and it's going to be so warm and cozy, and I'm probably going to wear it like this week or next. But yeah, that's just something annoying that I'm weight loss, new clothing. And that actually kind of brings me to not negatives. There are these, consequences, things that have happened that I've been noticing lately as a result of surgery that were not the case before, and they're not good things, but they're not necessarily bad things. They're just things. They're things to know. So one of them is the freezing thing. So everyone talks about how much colder you are after surgery. I have not really experienced that very much so far. I think because I got my surgery in winter, in January. So for the first like 3 months until it got to spring, I was still pretty fat. Like, I was losing a lot of weight, but I started at 319. So, I still had plenty of insulation. Then it got to spring, and then summer. Summer has been hot. I've never liked the heat that much. It's not even that hot here in Seattle. But I think that I was less hot than I have been in the past, but it's kind of hard to remember because it's just, you're like, I'm hot. I've never been so hot before. I think I probably was more comfortable this summer than I have been in the past. But that as the weather has gotten colder, I have noticed that I am getting much colder than I ever used to. I used to love the cold. One thing I always used to note about myself is that my hands always had really great circulation, and they were always warm when we were outside and stuff. That is no longer the case. Same thing with my feet. My extremities are freezing off. Like last night in bed when I was just like so cold I couldn't sleep. That never happens, especially because it was not that cold. So I'm definitely starting to notice the perpetual coldness, freezingness that sometimes happens with when you lose a lot of weight. Another weird thing I've noticed, and I've heard a few people talking about this, but not as many as that should be, but your armpits, start to actually form pits, and then you realize why they're called that. So, you know, like if you before, they're just like smooth and fat, like they're just like puffed up almost when you're shaving. I was shaving in the shower this morning, and it's like a hollow cake. Like it's hard to shave it. You have to like contort yourself in a way so that you're not like nicking yourself, because it's like a little, anyways, maybe no one knows what I'm talking about, but it's definitely different than it used to be, and I wasn't like really expecting it. I had heard a few people talk about it, but it's very bizarre and it makes shaving more of a pain in the butt. And then another thing I've noticed, and you know, there's a million things, but I find drinking while I am on the elliptical or running to be kind of difficult now. So I'm always really thirsty when I work out. I like to drink while I'm running, you know, like I slow down a little bit, take a sip. But I have to be really careful when I do that, because, sorry, like that happens. Like I get a lot of like gas, I think, when I'm doing that. And it kind of, there's like a mild discomfort, and like I basically can't start running at pace again. I have to kind of like walk for a second, you know, and it's just a few seconds. But I find it really annoying, because I'm thirsty and I want to drink, but I can only take a very small sip, like smaller than I can when I'm existing now. And sometimes it's just like, it doesn't hurt or anything. It's just like, I can feel a pressure here for a second, and it's uncomfortable for me to move quickly. And it's only a couple of seconds, but I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that. I find it very annoying, especially because I'm like trying to be a runner. I'm not trying that hard though. I still need to get a new sports bra. I've mentioned that before. I was planning actually to go out and get one this last weekend, but that brings me to the next point. I tried a new exercise class on Saturday morning. I did body pump. I've mentioned in my monthly video that I was trying yoga last month, and I did, and I'm still doing that, and I'm enjoying having that. And then my gym has a ton of other classes, so I decided I wanted to just try a bunch of them and see what I liked. So on Saturday morning, I did body pump. They have like an 8:15 body pump class, and it kicked my butt. Oh my God, it was really intense. It was great. I got a very good full body workout, but I mean, my thighs, so it's Tuesday. I did the Saturday. They're still a bit sore. Saturday, like my muscles were just like shaky all day. Sunday I could barely walk. So I had all these like grand plans to like go shopping and like get some stuff. I was like gonna force myself to look at, you know, clothing, and I was gonna get a sports bra, and I have some makeup stuff I need to get. And I was like, nope, I'm going to sit down for the rest of the day. I've done my exercise, I've done my movement. So I didn't do that last weekend. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. Maybe. I'm thinking I might go again, but I might try other classes. So I actually have been on a workout streak unintentionally. I try not to go too crazy with exercise, because long term for me, I know that's not sustainable, and I don't want to get myself in a habit where my body needs that exercise to lose weight or maintain, because I just know realistically, I'm not someone who's going to be able to work out 7 days a week at the gym. It's just not going to happen for my life long term. But I did the exercise class on Saturday. Sunday I did yoga. Yesterday I had a training session with my personal trainer, and I'd already had to cancel once, so I didn't want to cancel again. This morning I worked out at my normal Tuesday workout. I didn't do strength training this morning like I usually did. I just did cardio because I wasn't really feeling up to it. But I did work out, and I'm debating tomorrow. There is a 8 p.m. yoga tune-up, and it's supposed to help with like muscles and movement and stuff. Basically, my personal trainer, while she was going over some of the movements for me, she's like, I notice you move your shoulders a lot when you shouldn't be, and you know, you have some issues with lower back pain, so she thinks it might be good for me. I'm curious. It's an evening yoga class. I've never done anything like that, so I might go and try that out. And if I do that and then do my Thursday workout, that'll be like 6 straight days of working out, which is very unusual for me. But I don't know, we'll see. I think that's pretty much everything except one final thing. All of you, I'm sure, are following Foodie Turned Sleevey. I'll link her above and below. She's fantastic and amazing. She had the VSG, like almost 2 years exactly. I think it's 2 years in October. But she is amazing, so inspirational. One of the people that I have been watching for a long time, pre-op, really inspired me. And she has been training for the past like 15 weeks, 16 weeks for a half triathlon, which is insane. It's so cool. She's been documenting the whole journey on YouTube. She talks about it a lot on her Instagram as well. And it's really just really cool, inspirational, just seeing all of the hard work she has put into it. It is really just a mammoth task. And to see someone, you know, in this community, you know, she made this as her goal for when she hit, you know, a reward or something she wanted to do when she hit her goal weight, because it just seemed like the most fantastical kind of thing that she could come up with. And I totally get that, you know, like when I was overweight, you know, when I was more overweight, like my dad's a big runner, he does triathlons, and like there was always just this wistfulness of like wanting to be able to be the kind of person who could do that. And so to see, I'm like getting kind of teary, which is not me, but just to like see someone who's like gone through what we're all going through, and seeing all that she's accomplishing is really awesome. So her triathlon is Sunday, so please do go give her all the love and support and encouragement on Instagram, on YouTube. It's just a really cool, great thing to see, and I'm so excited for her, and I'm so excited to see, to hear all about the experience. So starting my day off with getting all emotional. I'm blaming this on hormones from weight loss surgery. But I hope you guys all have a beautiful day, and I will be back with you soon. Bye, guys.